They particularly love men over women, which makes most of you look like you're in good shape.
Yeah, yeah.
Amon looks particularly worried.
Don't worry, you don't have to go if you don't want to. Besides, you don't seem like the type to be good in the swamp, Amon.
One of the ideas that we were passing around before we actually got in contact with you was to speed up the you coming home process. Do we maybe want to go talk to the queen? Maybe she can help you out.
The Queen's not going to be strong enough to open up a plane or portal anymore, not in her current state.
Maybe one of
Yeah.
her children?
I'm not sure. It's possible one of the princesses could. At least if they went to one of the temples.
Well, I'm certain we can escort them if need be.
Mount Kilcrease Temple, for example, could probably open a gate from there. But
Well, we'll think about it. Maybe if it doesn't go anywhere, we'll let you know.
I would save it for the moment at least, though.
Yeah.
I'd much prefer not getting everyone in the town panicked, and unfortunately rumors tend to spread fast.
Yeah.
And if we elicit the royal family for help, potentially we'll be put on the cultist hit list as well.
Especially
should try and-
if they're keeping an eye on the royal family.
We should
Mhm.
try and
It
operate
totally wouldn't
quietly.
be the first time we're on someone's hit list.
Well, it's more about
Yeah,
operating
but still
quietly
good
will
to
be a bit more helpful than anything.
Yeah. Because right now we're just tourists who have wandered around the island. Sure, we're not. It's not something that normally happens here, but it happens on occasion every year or so.
If you're looking, however, to go to any of these locations, especially the swamp, I would recommend returning to town first.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've got to. I think we left some stuff in our hotel room.
If you're going into the swamp, you're going to want to get a lot of things that can cover up your smell.
I can actually handle that already.
Hmm.
For yourself, yes.
It can be used more than once, I think.
It was only once a day.
Oh,
Used.
dang it.
Many things with strong senses of smell.
Yes. A lot of things that I'd much recommend you didn't annoy.
Hmm.
Alright, will do.
You may also want a spare change of clothes. The swamp tends to be pretty disgusting.
Don't worry, I was going to recommend that myself.
Not as disgusting as well, under your tower there appears to have been several corpses dumped by your servants.
It's a bit
Oh,
sludgy, from what I heard.
and I'm so sorry. Your big frog friend is dead.
Oh, I swear.
He kind of choked on one of the cultists.
Those hands have been playing up for the last 20 years. I would get into this later, but I think your spell might be running out soon. But to say at the least, there's a reason I may not like Mr. Arterius.
Well, before the spell does run out, is there anything we can borrow from your tower to help either bring you back or help mess with the cultists? And can I please borrow your religious book for a while? I promise I will return it before we leave the island.
Within reason, you can borrow anything from my tower, but I do expect it back.
Will do.
Okay. Oh,
We'll keep a list.
hold that thing up to the spell scry.
What thing?
Academy just points at something on his desk.
My
He can't see us.
Oh, just hold something up to the spell scry. Doesn't matter what. The thing. Thingamajig.
what are you trying to say, Cadme?
Get him to hold something up to the spell scrying thing. I'm giving him an option to contact us other than the scrying.
Oh, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he holds up a random slip of paper.
I will attempt to cast implant memory through the scry.
I don't think is that a spell that goes through scry?
It doesn't go through scry, but it is divinary, and a lot of the divinary spells can attempt to go through it. So I would like it to at least.
I'm gonna give you a try, but it's gonna be a low percentage chance of success.
All right. 16. Oh, nice.
How do you feel the spell just kind of bounce off and implant a memory on your own, implant memory on yourself?
Can I spirit surge it? I don't know. Damn. Oh,
It might be just better. Essie, don't you have like a spell for contacting people in your dreams or something?
As stated before, the issue with that is only works across this plane, not
Oh.
into plane of air.
Oh, right. Okay. I gotcha.
Kind of the whole problem. Interplanar communication is very difficult.
Gotcha. I guess we'll just try and come back here and do this again if we need to contact you.
In the meanwhile,
Enjoy your
Well-
impromptu vacation at least.
yes, some vacation fighting off air elementals.
Oh, they're not that. Oh, wait, no, right. Planet of Air's ruled by evil guys, aren't they? Isn't it? Right now. Okay.
As at this point the spell is about to run out, so all the
Doctor.
participants can take a step away from the and then all be hit with the backlash.
Ow.
The backlash for each of you is a D3 charisma damage.
Oof.
Only damage.
As you feel like not maybe some of yourself got left of the plane of air, just a tiny bit.
Single night of long-term care, and that'll be fit.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother tracking it down then.
A bit woozy, but otherwise fine. That went really well.
Failure would have been fun though.
Well, I guess we know what we're doing. And we also get to look around this house to see what other cool things there are. Henry goes back to the shelf and picks up the hat and robe again.
He did say we can requisition anything we think would be helpful to us.
Yeah, let's just not break anything, okay?
I recommend the enchanted gramophone.
How would that be helpful to us?
Hey, it's entertainment. This is still a vacation after all.
Kelvis goes over to Amon's sack, pulls out the golden holy symbol, and just heads up to the room.
Don't forget your
Shit.
holy water.
I forgot the holy water. She grabs that along the way.
Lucifer throws you the holy Catholic water skin.
Yeah, would you like to know what would have happened, J-Mac, if you had failed the ritual?
Sure, because I'll write that down.
Primary casters, intelligence and charisma would each fall to a score of 8 as per contact of a plane.
Oof.
This would last for 1 week. Yeah. Basically, as if you had tried contacting the elemental plane with contact of a plane. So, which makes sense. If you did it to a different plane, of course, it would potentially last longer.
Great, I'd be able to, with threefold aspects, be able to cast second level spells for 1 day, and not be able to do anything afterwards.
I mean, technically, someone else could cast Eagle Splendor on you. Get you cast another one.
If Fox is coming in. Oh,
If
sadly,
Fox is
everyone
coming
on party has that.
Nope. Unless it's something witches get, then in theory, I suppose you could teach it to Lily.
I suppose the one thing that doesn't stop is me potentially using occult thingies to suppress it.
The thing, though, with your intelligence and charisma through the floor, good luck.
Well, it's wisdom.
Yeah, I guess. Mixed bag, though. I mean, it also just says you are unable to cast arcane spells with effect, so.
Oh, right. That
Weird
must make
divine
sense.
spells are fine.
I'd still have all my hexes at least. The DC would be through the floor, but
All hexes would be fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
not
let's
fail this, preferably.
I mean, luckily you didn't fail, so. You solidly had 4 successes out of 4. So. You nearly only had 3 successes out of 4, which would have still been a success.
Yeah, I'm assuming the 29 was a failure. Oh, wait, no, I rolled a 25 as well.
Yeah, you need to get at least 3 out of 4 for it to be considered a success. Which you have 4 out of 4, so 2 out of 4 would have been a failure. So, and fun would have started.
Dark, did I ever get any results off the aura site?
Sorry, which aura site was that again?
Alignment.
You were detecting the alignment. What did you roll?
Like 37.
Detect
You were detecting.
chaotic evil.
You were detecting firstly an alignment of neutrality.
Okay.
And an alignment of goodness.
Cool. All right, that's all I wanted to know. That was a long enough conversation I could get that out at least.
It was a several-minute conversation, so.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Karis is going full priestess mode on the roof.
Yeah, it's not something she's particularly good at or something she's particularly done before, but she feels she has to try.
And you have studied Kine a lot over the last few days.
Yes, and she has a golden holy symbol to Kine.
And you also have a book of kind.
Yes, a quick reference guide.
Yeah.
You will be able to reinforce the barrier,
Whoop.
making a solemn prayer to Kine. You are also going to gain temporary access
Dear.
to something else.
Oh dear. Not sure about this.
With the book of prayers you have from Kine, and all you've done, you'll temporarily gain access to this.
Let's have a look at that. Oh. Okay then.
Not terrible, especially for
No,
you.
that's not terrible, no. Also gives an insight into what we're going to be coming up against, probably.
And the point is, you've gained temporary abilities to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They could become permanent ability if you spent long enough studying.
Well, she's going to be doing it a lot while she's here and has access to these things.
Yeah. Right now, you can do it because you have the holy text with you. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's up to you if you want to tell the others or not, or just keep it a secret. But yeah, good.
Well, I imagine it's more one of those things of she'll realise she can do it when she does it.
Fair enough.
You just have
But
to
with that,
remind me
though-
that I can actually do it, because I will forget.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, at that point, though, is there anything else the group wants to do while at the tower? Does the group would like the
Yes,
group like to
there-
head back?
There is one thing I would like to do.
Is it dance?
No, it's fulfilling this spirit's greatest dream.
Are you pouring it a saucer of milk?
Well, yes,
Strawberry
but
milk.
the other greatest dream, as this spirit has spent its entire existence obsessing over the powers of the Archmage, and there's probably one thing that it's never been allowed to touch. I want it to guide me to that thing, and I want to know what it is.
Oh boy.
What's its favorite thing within this tower? And since the master isn't home, it can't be told no.
It leads you to a strange device made out of brass.
Certainly is very shiny.
Part of it vaguely reminds you of part of it vaguely, yeah, kind of vaguely reminds you of the hunter's pistol.
Hmm.
But it's definitely not that. There's no gunpowder or anything for it. There's just two thin, narrow slots.
Academy's gonna pick it up.
It tells you what this is for.
What is this for?
This is the prototype automatic wand. A wand revolver.
I take the Scorching Ray wand and put it in one of the slots. Can it wiggle it?
God,
In theory,
no.
in theory, with it, you can use two wands in one turn by having it fire both of them.
Oh, do you know where another wand is? Cammy's gonna rummage through various nearby shelves as well.
If you find a wand of message.
Hmm. It'll do. For now. Trying to find something else, but I like this one too.
Essentially, if you press the trigger on it, the two wands will basically spin around like the barrel of like a revolver might,
Mhm.
and fire both spells out at whatever you're pointing at,
Perfect.
Pew pew. You're now on
without needing to know how
fire.
to use a wand in the first place as well.
Yes. Academy takes the cloak, prestidigitation, so instead of the bright vibrant blue, it's black and then the star pattern, and then the hat as well as black and the star pattern. And she pulls the cloak around her face and pulls the gun out.
Can't be the mysterious stranger.
Yes. I think we're ready to go save the people here, Academy says. In a world where the world is into chaos,
I just like the idea of
only
Cadby,
one can save us all.
I just like the idea of Cadby getting two acid splash wands put in there.
Keep those away from me.
God,
Or two Ray of Frost wands.
Yes.
does anyone else have a wand?
Christopher pulls out a wand of spark, technically.
Oh. I mean, as funny as it is to say duck and then also shoot them with Scorching Ray, I think I like this spark more.
So sets them on fire and shoots them with fire.
No, wait, no, I'm going to keep message for now because it is pretty funny to say you should duck and then, shoot them with Scorching Ray. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That sounds good.
It is a prototype, but it technically works. So yeah,
Gabby doesn't understand what the word prototype means.
fair enough.
It's fair.
The
Or
script will
fine,
not
or-
dictionary that one to you. It doesn't need to tell you that.
It says prototype, and Cadby just goes, uh-huh.
I would tell you mechanically, because basically, if it requires attack roll, it just resolves as one attack roll for both, because it's just one shot it's making, just with two spells. But if it rolls a 1 on its attack roll, firearm rules.
Your
You know
wands
how this will go.
explode.
Jam.
Yeah, first it will jam, and then it will outright explode. Ironically, we'll also destroy the ones in the process.
Oh,
Look, it's not perfect.
yeah, it's fine.
That's why it's a prototype.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, aren't we?
Giving Cadmia powerful is too strong for it to have.
Yeah, and he'll also let you know that this was produced by one of the Doctor's apprentices,
Oh.
and he's never been allowed to use it.
Oh, that just seems very selfish to keep this to yourself.
I mean, sure, he's a formless spirit who just floats around everywhere, but he wants to use it.
Mm-hmm. It's very much like Astusa. I always say that we should always go talk to Ubi Dan, but we never do. So okay, at least I can.
You see your shadows around you starting to grow.
Wait, okay, out of character. How exactly is that similar to you getting a gun?
Being held away from
Oh, okay.
things you want when it's a great idea and would be going good, and it's good to share experiences with.
Okay, let's not go that far.
With that, though, the group can start making their way back in Fury.
Well, first we gotta strip down all these cultists of their loot and figure out if this wizard has anything useful for us to use.
You've already found you already found most of the stuff I would call as useful. There's random junk everywhere, but that would take you months to go through.
Well,
The
okay.
cultist is definitely something you can loot, though. That's for sure.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
quick question. Didn't we need a rod attuned to a plane?
For what?
I feel like I remember us needing a rod attuned to some plane or another. And this guy seems like he's got a set, so.
That sounds like either Academy or Stusa kind of thing.
Yeah, he's got the 9 he's got the 9 prime planes and the 4 elemental planes. So of course one elemental plane is missing, and the material.
Obviously, the one we'd kind of maybe need if our line of thinking for Vitom is right would be air, but that one's currently not here.
Right. That's what it was.
That's not very convenient.
I mean, luckily
No,
this
it's
entire
not.
island could arguably be used as one for air. So
It is also true. Which is why we're.
it's close. It's kind of like the fact you don't really need a Fey planar rod when you're in the Fey forest.
I think it'll be good to keep contact with the doctor and sort of add him to our list of contacts and/or allies.
I think so. He seems really nice.
Yeah, even if he seems to have a bit of a. I feel like he's got a very love-hate relationship with Arcti, or had.
That seems fair. To
In
be fair, a
fairness,
lot
he
of
did
us.
stab it in the heart once, so I can understand that.
You know why he did that, though.
It's still messed up.
It was necessary.
Well,
They were
stabbing people in
keeping
the heart is
Reese
almost never necessary.
captive. Well,
We have other organs.
Yeah.
okay. Yes, I guess technically
Stab
that's
him
true.
through the eye, that'd be pretty instantaneous.
I feel like that's worse though, because you cannot kill someone by stabbing them in the eye.
Well, if you go further enough into the brain, you mortals seem to really, really need your brain. So.
But we also really, really need our hearts, and then it's a bigger target.
Yeah, but when
And
you
it
lose
doesn't
your
have a
heart, you
skull
have
around
that
it.
moment of being like, "Oh, I'm dead now." But it also takes a little bit.
Yeah.
And you don't think they're thinking that whenever the knife is coming straight to their eye?
Well, it's like a half second. They can blend their brain.
Yeah. What I will say to you, by the way, is college rivalry.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like they're not like actually hate any between them.
You know that roommate you love to hate because he's always causing trouble, but you kind of like him still.
Yep, that's Arcti.
At least that's what they thought of each other.
Perfect.
you are awesome at what you do, and I absolutely hate the shit you keep causing.
Good. And I'm almost certain that he would know that Arcti would basically be immune to any lightning bolts he threw at him.
I mean, chances are they kind of had the kind of relationship where they knew, like, if they were going to meet each other, to both cast spell immunity to the other's favorite.
There you go. Just casually
Which apparently
shoot their
Archie's
spells
is
at each
knife.
No, that was not Artie's favorite spell.
Okay. Well, I think we got a pretty good idea. This was
Actually,
very
Artie's favorite
interesting.
spell was rather entertaining.
What is it?
Reverse gravity.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Which is just comical, to be honest.
I think this went very, very well. I honestly, This is more than I was expecting, but I'm very glad it happened.
It is nightfall, though, actually, now.
Maybe we should
Uh,
crash
no
here
danger.
for the night.
You can also loot the cultists, though. That is definitely something you can do.
Hooray.
Hell yeah.
Which adding up all their culty cult stuff. Firstly, you get someone roll me 3D
3D what?
100.
Alright.
I'll let you guys do that.
Hell yeah.
100.
That's
Nice. You find a staff of the mages.
And a stick.
Oh, make it another wand.
Ooh, stick.
Right.
Right.
I wonder,
So,
I'm the
see.
terror that flaps in the night.
So the first thing you find is a gemstone, a rather large onyx
Huh.
with 250 gold.
Alright. Guessing it's non-magical.
Cool. I'll do I'll resolve. That was a 27. I'll resolve the 53 now. With the 53. Oh, that's mildly more boring.
Hmm.
You find a suit of +1 leather armor.
Ooh.
oh fancy.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah, if nothing else,
This
it's
still does not
merchant
hurt.
fodder.
There are people who could use that. Now you roll a 100. Oh goodness! I just saw the first line of my 100 entry.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Does it say...
Players choose.
Oh dear.
Well,
Players-
I rolled the 100.
Players choose. You get an option here. You get to have a +4 headband or belt of your choice.
Holy fuck.
Oh, hell yes.
Fuck.
That
Oh.
thing.
What
Well,
do I want?
that's horrible, because then it's like, who gets it?
Yeah,
I
that's true.
don't care because I already have enhancement bonuses.
I'm good too. I'm
I-
gonna say
You've already given Reese a diadem of charisma, so he's fine.
I do already have a headband of intelligence, but like I could really do with like a belt of strength.
Yeah, because you fucking miss everything.
On the other hand, Karis having a belt of strength would also be pretty fun.
That
Yeah.
true.
And because Adeline wants more decks.
Yeah, belt of dex would be.
Yeah,
Well,
but you're running.
Honestly, it's
Your
like,
accuracy is not the biggest issue, Bigby.
yeah, I don't really need it. Plus, I've gotten like my crossbow's gotten way more bonuses.
Like, I'm going to be honest. If I'm going for like two characters, I think have the
Karis needs your
highest
health
kind of
strength.
need. It's going to be Tinder and Karis. I mean, Karis and Maya.
Rigging for
Yeah.
a pose. Tinter and
Yeah.
chaos.
I feel like Amaya has enough stuff to cover like a belt or a headband with her spells though. Karis, on the other hand,
No, it would be an argument between a belt of strength for one of those two. It'd be
Yeah,
for
I
either
know.
Amaya or Kelleris.
yeah, I feel like Amaya can counteract her lack of strength with spells.
Yeah, but
Karis relies on strength a lot.
counterpoint, Kellers can go invisible at will, which grants a lot of attack bonuses as well and has sneak attack. So that kind of evens out
Yeah.
right there.
I have a counter argument. Strength is really good with two-handed weapons.
Yeah, which you can't use.
Yeah, but Amaya also misses way more power.
Let's just shelve this for now, because this is going to be a
Yeah.
discussion that's going to take a while,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and it's something we can deal with between sessions.
It's something you guys can think about out of session right now. Of how you want to resolve that.
Here, you know what? I know how to resolve this. Tinder.
I'm not rolling a dice for this,
Why not?
because that's bullshit.
Yeah, the only compromise I can think in this case, this is actually a bit of a horrible one looking at it, is, I mean, I could let you split 2 and 2, if you wanted.
Let's just shelve it for now and continue.
Yeah, something for you guys to figure out. But the group then wants to rest for the night. Long, long night.
And as said previously, I will be providing long-term care to deal with the charisma damage.
Yay! That's more damage, not less. Whoops.
Yeah, don't go the wrong way with that.
Gabby shrivels up. Gabby though.
It's just in the middle of the night, I just stabbed Cadmy in the head.
Ah!
Wouldn't be the first time.
Fucking immortal! How do you like your brain stabbed?
Oh, hey, we're gonna have good weather today.
Well, we're gonna have whatever weather they choose.
That's fair.
I guess, but
They call for a giant tsunami.
I don't think they're that strong. Actually, are tsunamis technically weather?
Tsunamis are not, tornadoes are.
There you go.
Tornadoes.
We get hit by a water spout.
Alternatively, they could also cause a dire heat wave.
That could happen.
Yeah, tsunamis are not. Tsunamis would have to come under a different spell. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a spell that basically causes natural disasters.
Right, yeah. Because it is.
It's one of the druid
weather.
spells, I believe.
Tsunami?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tsunami itself.
Right,
is actually,
yeah.
Tsunami has its own spell. I forgot.
Hmm.
But yes, as you wake, a lot of you wake up in the morning actually hearing the song all the way off from the palace, which is miles away from where you are actually right now, several miles away. It just carries along the wind as you wake up in the morning, and it is actually fairly clear at the moment. You can also make out, is that the ship leaving? It's a ship. This is a ship going out to sea right now.
Hopefully that's not ours.
No, it is. We were gonna be here for a few weeks.
Few weeks.
A decent amount of time, anyway.
That's longer than I thought.
It was the camera.
Oh, duh. Okay, sorry. Hazel will be up in the morning really early listening to this song.
It's quite beautiful.
Chaos will also be up quite early. She basically does like morning prayers, which isn't something she normally does, but as soon as she's here and she actually has the book of prayers, she's going to be.
Yeah, now also many of you have listened to them in person. You can actually tell this. It sounds like it's actually the two crown princesses singing in unison today.
Oh, cool.
Not the much older song of the Queen, but in fairness, she's probably not in the best shape for doing this now. I would like to see Adeline try to sing loud if it could be heard miles away.
Thanks.
Oh, maybe we're witches.
Maybe.
There's
But something you all will notice about Cadme, Aspen, and Hazel is they all pay very close attention to the song, even if they don't understand it. Probably listening for like a favor or something to be asked of them. But unless something ever comes up, I doubt anything will.
Nothing
Just
seems
ask
to
them
come
for
up though.
help.
Though definitely the song definitely resonates with kind of deeply with all of you.
Yeah, but they seem to pay very close attention to it.
It doesn't just look like Hugo's sideline, like your character's sideline. As you can see, actually a few minor spirits around who are seemingly almost like waking up to the song and listening.
Do occasionally some of them like zip off and go do something?
It looks like a couple of cloud spirits do.
Yeah, but Cadme will just pay attention to it. She'll do other things too, but you can always tell that her ears are pointing at the song or pivoting around. Hazel will just listen to the song purely. Aspen seems to act like he's not paying attention to it, but like he totally is. It's
Yeah.
But the group will begin to make their way back then through the swampland. This time,
Yeah.
avoiding the bee drills.
Yay.
I mean, I presume you want to avoid the bee drills.
Preferably.
Those giant wasps did not seem fun.
Never got to get poison actually.
I mean, do you want to go back to the grove to get more poison?
No, I can always, if I desperately want poison, I can always do it myself at some point.
Walk
mean
in there,
you're
get
not
stabbed a bunch
desperate?
of times. Thank you.
and now that we're outside of the anti-magic detection zone, can I get a caster level in that wand of Scorch?
Yes.
Alice also reclaims her axe from the hat at that point.
It's caster level to 6.
Okay.
Also, you can definitely get your axe back.
Over here it comes.
So, what do we want to go do first?
More
back.
holiday?
Go back to town, get our stuff, plan exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, spend a day resting and planning stuff. And then we'll pick one of the areas to go.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, I do think I owe Theona a day after yesterday.
Maybe we should take 2 days.
To go. Okay.
I mean, Candy,
Unless
you
it's-
can help out people around town meanwhile.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds
exactly.
like a wonderful idea. think I'll do that.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
refreshing
vacation.
to actually go back to the smaller things and actually hear the hearts and songs of the people that I'm actually helping.
You also notice, Cadme, the necklace you were given.
Mm-hmm.
A tiny bit of it, like a tiny blue liquid, has started filling it. It's at the very bottom.
Ah, I think we're
Crack,
on the right
crack it open
path.
and drink it.
I mean, I would love to know what it tastes like, but I'm not going to do that
Probably shouldn't
because
just drink the good emotions.
Really? That sounds like the best thing to drink.
I mean, for a psychic cast, that might actually be quite interesting, but
yeah, as much as I want to, I'm not going to because my friend needs this.
on the
So.
bright side, in terms of drinking, though, Big Beast do a strawberry milkshake,
Mm-hmm.
I do, yes. And I had my chilled.
which is also now you realise is slightly magical strawberry milkshake.
Do make sure that it doesn't attract too many boys to the yard. Damn
Keep
right.
making this joke.
I'll allow it.
It's an important joke.
There's only so many mileage you can get.
Especially in
With.
Adeline's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in that case, so the group wants to get back and wants to just kind of, just spend a few days basically in relaxation and kind of in
Planning.
planning stuff. That seems absolutely fair for the group. Like you went off and found a whole bunch of corpses, which is not particularly pleasant, and had to traipse through mud, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to get Definitely want to get outfits for going through the swamp. Maya's probably gonna want to look into what beasts are there, just so that she can be prepared for it.
Be honest, Fiona definitely does not feel like she wants to go through a swamp like that.
Fair.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's entirely fair.
I think she plans to stay, and she can stay with Lily in the hot springs.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
while those guys are getting ready for the excursion, Kalis wants to spend at least one day going up to the Kine ritual site she was told about. Just check it out there. They all think nothing will happen there, but she just wants to check it out. Make sure.
So you spend your day doing a pilgrimage up the mountain.
Essentially. And making sure the site's not being corrupted or anything.
Now, it is a particularly slow climb. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you forget who you're talking to.
I'm not forgetting who I'm talking to. It's just the fact that for most people, it's a slow climb.
Yes, looks at my...
But it turns out you get to
everything.
bypass the kind of narrow climb and just go, oh, I'll go straight up.
Yeah, A, I can go straight up. B, I can ignore difficult terrain. C, I can move absurdly fast.
Like, honestly, you're ignoring like two of the big issues, because one, the path's covered in difficult terrain constantly, and the other part is up.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. So yeah, you're easily able to make it there and back in one day, where it would take someone normally like a whole day just to get there.
I mean, she'll probably spend like the entire day and a good chunk of the evening there as well, just to, make
Yeah,
sure...
the point is, for most people,
they
they
don't
would just
come
be
up.
evening by the time they got there.
Yeah.
You're able to actually get there, spend some time, and go back in the same day if you wanted to.
Oh, you know what's going to be great if we go after the harpies? Does Reese have counter song?
He does.
Don't harpies
They have a magical song that rips at the heart of mortals.
yeah, that's what the guy said. Isn't it?
Yeah, Adeline's going to be doing research on harpies.
Which, funny enough, are one of Pazuzu's favorite minions.
Of course, that would be why there's a...
The winged monsters. What do you expect? His domain is
Yeah.
everything winged.
It is very true. And they are,
Pazuzu, Lord of Jerkbirds.
they're monstrous humanoids, not magical beasts, are they?
Monstrous humanoids, yes.
Thought so.
Or at least they should be. I'll have to double check that. But I'm pretty sure they are, like 99% sure.
Yeah, I think they are
Because
because
they're sentient like normal people are in the same way.
Yeah, because they're like one of the more common things to pick up with a monstrous form. I think it is the one that lets you turn into monstrous humanoids.
Mm-hmm. Not super high CR though, so not gonna be too bad for you.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, the weakest harpy is CR4, but that's fine.
Yeah, each of us can easily take on a CR4.
How about a mob of CR4? Mob would be more difficult.
Yeah, we've got AoE.
On the bright side, mobs are not swarms. You can still hit them with your axe. But yeah, heading up the mountain, though, Karis does get there to the old, kind of mostly abandoned temple halfway up. It's in decent condition, all things said, and there is no sign here of cult activity from what you can tell.
Good.
There's no signs many people have been up here recently.
Like I say, she'll spend the day and a good chunk of the evening probably essentially hanging out there, having a look around, meditating, praying, what have you, seeing
Doesn't
if
have an
anyone
absolutely
else comes
beautiful-
up there.
It does have an absolutely beautiful view from one of its balconies as he just sits over a large ravine.
Yeah, that's probably where she spends a lot of the time. Finding some place that's nice, big, open, and has a nice view.
Well, that there is certainly from the temple ground.
Does anyone else actually come up there, or is there anyone already up there?
No one else strictly seems to come up the mountain, from what you can tell, to the temple that day.
That's fine.
With that said, let me check something. You would find someone already at the temple, however.
Who dis? New phone, who dis?
New priest, who's this?
Well,
New
You
disc,
find
new
what-
priest.
you find what appears to be a sylph
Huh.
who's going around the temple currently cleaning it, dusting it.
So they seem to be like a caretaker of the ground sort of thing.
Or a priest, at least, of some kind. Something like this.
Well, Kellis will go up to them and just have a little bit of a chat of, you tell me about the grounds, doing a bit of a pilgrimage, seeing the sights basically. Just get a feel for them. Ask them if anyone weird's been hanging around.
No one weird has been hanging around, she can confirm to you.
That's good.
Ooh.
She's evil.
So it's not.
No, not Adeline this time.
Yeah, no one too weird's been up there. Already poking around, though she has noticed that someone has been going around and painting on a couple of the shrines that are far off on the edges of the island.
Oh, good.
She hasn't been going out to scrub and clean them.
Has it just been like general graffiti, or what have they been painting on there?
I mean, it seems just like general graffiti, but she does not approve regardless.
Oh no, definitely not approve.
But right now she needs to clean the temple because this place is honestly a dusty mess.
Well, Kellis will offer to give her a hand with that.
If you're interested in doing it, it's not one of the main used temples now, but it's still a sacred site.
Kellis cleans. She clean good.
Professional cleaning.
Yeah, she's done this sort of thing before. She is more than happy to help out for a good cause.
I like the idea that Javira was going around doing like simple like kind of sweeping, or maybe like getting down her hands and knees, kind of scrubbing. Meanwhile, you're basically doing like proper deep clean.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
climbing
imagining.
up.
I'm imagining Kelleris just like standing upside down on the roof of the building, sweeping up cobwebs.
I was basically going the same way, to sort of climbing up to the rafters, removing the cobwebs. She can't stand on the ceiling yet, but yeah, she can climb. But by our powers combined, we can clean. One day I shall be Captain Planet.
It's good though. You're doing a good deed.
Yes. And
She will offer you a small slice of cake since you're here.
she shall happily accept. What kind of cake is it?
Poison cake.
The best kind.
No, I can't feel the right name for it, but it's similar to lemon drizzle cake.
Right, got ya.
I can't think of the
Well,
right name.
Like a lemon meringue or something.
I can't think right now.
No, I got you. I can imagine the sort
I
of
mean,
thing.
maybe go for that. Imagine that kind of cake.
Yeah. Nope, she will accept it happily,
Javira definitely doesn't seem like much of a people person.
which is
She's
fine. Neither
she's quite
Kellis to a
quiet.
degree.
She doesn't really have the best kind of social skills. Might have a distinct lack of charisma.
I mean, Kalis has charisma, but aside from that, yeah, same.
So you get to be a pair of recluses up in the mountains.
Yeah. We shall become hermits together.
Yeah, in her mind, she leaves all the fancy priest jobs down to the people in the city. She just
Yeah.
takes care of all the little shrines and keeps kind happy.
Yeah, we're no proper priests, but we can maintain shrines. That's fine.
Javira's main job, though, as she was discussing with you, has largely been when there's been disasters on the island, like mudslides, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because unlike the Priest of Kind, who was strictly kind of air magic for the most part and wind magic, where she's more, her powers more come from nature than kind directly. So she just shapes the earth out of the way to fix the mudslide.
I mean, we all do what we can do to help.
Like an island like this kind of needs druids.
Mm.
Or people with stone shape, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have our own things we're good at, and we all use our abilities in our own ways. So, good on you.
She'll have a nice chat with you, though, discuss why you're here. Offer if you want a bed for the night.
Kalis will accept. It's
You get to
it's
sleep
getting
you get to
a
sleep
bit
in-
late, so yeah.
You get to sleep in one of the temple rooms. You have literally a giant mural of Kine above your bed. At least one of Kine's forms, in that case, the form of a giant bird.
Bird.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, she probably won't sleep too much during the night. She'll definitely rest, but she'll try and stay awake, just sort of listening to the sounds around her.
Oh no, someone's found the scroll. Someone's found the automatic scroll gun.
Yep.
Oh god.
Do you mean wand gun?
One gun, yeah. Actually, it depends. I'd love to just use that as the picture for having a spell slinger.
But that's the closest I could just think for a wand gun.
It's not bad. That scroll gun's just a t-shirt cannon. Yeah, if any of you have plans for what you want to do, feel free to message me for any other plans. We'll pick this up next week.
Sure.
Okay.
Once you guys have decided on where you're going and what you're doing. It'll be fun, though.
I think I'm gonna do more of my.
You need to figure out how you're going to make people happy.
Do I become the terror that flaps in the night?
Probably shouldn't.
Probably don't need to.
Yeah, this place doesn't seem ridden with crime. It's not like Gotham.
You totally
There's
can,
not a
and
lot of crime.
we can both go total vigilante together.
Yeah.
And to be honest, half the crime just kind of left on a boat.
Yeah.
Look, I'll pretend to be an evil monster. You can take me down. That might be
Yeah, that's a great plan.
artificial harshness.
Why do you need to pretend? As far as the citizens are concerned, you're already infamous.
It's true.
I'm. Huh. I guess I
Canby
can do-
realizes she can just keep grinding you for points now.
Please no.
I might just have Kedmi just do some general good deeds.
The question is what kind of good deeds?
I know. It's kind of the question here.
Because let's be honest, any kind of good deed you come up with can work. It just you need to figure out what kind of good deed you want to focus on.
Yeah.
Are you going to be a Cupid?
No, the island seems to handle that pretty well, all
Are you
things
going
considered.
to be like a healer? Are you going to be a trickster?
There's a level of general anxiety around,
Yes.
of unsureness. I might go around and just try to make things go well for people.
Oh god. Oh goodness. The spirit of good luck.
Yeah, I might go luck, empathy, and understanding. Like, people may not know where to turn to for answers or guidance or how to make sure this thing works out for them in the long run, and I want to make sure that it does work out for them in the short term at least, and provide them with a little bit of self-assurance that things could turn out okay. Just basically sympathizing, providing a point where guiding the right person into the right place at the right time.
Regardless, so that was something for you guys to figure out.
Well, it's either that or gather more gossip from the spirit so I can maybe narrow down the places we need to go to for the cultists.
For you to figure out, I said.
Yeah. You sure I don't want to go full vigilante and be the gunslinging fae?
I imagine like a lot of Amaya is going to end up being a combination of train at night and daytime going out for your.
Unless Fiona would rather have me in the evenings.
Well,
Oh
now you
my.
mention it.